Hi, yo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your May 2023 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. Appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, the Celtic crossword as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements, wisdom, the oracle, and the Mudra card for you guys. I'm actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have Gemini. So Gemini is actually your 11th house of groups, friendships, hopes, and wishes. And right now we have Venus there. It'll be there until around the second week of May. And then, of course, a little bit past the third week of May, we're actually going to have Gemini season kicking off. And we have 10, so 10th house for you guys is Taurus. Plenty of energy going on there in May, of course. We've had Uranus there for a long time, the North Node as well. There's going to be a new moon in there in May, and what else? Obviously the Sun, right? So yeah, plenty going on with your 10th house. And 10th house in general points to career and social status. And we have Venus. So I just was mentioning when we were talking about the Gemini stuff that currently it's in the actual sign of Gemini, and then early on in May, it's going to move on into Cancer, and then I think it might even get into your sign toward the very end of the month. If not, it'll be pretty close, but yeah. And of course, Venus can point to relationships, money, but we'll keep that all in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Chariot, which is the major arcana card for Cancer, and challenging that, we have the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So to me, this could just be saying that you might have a lot of creative ideas that are coming to you, because Cancer energy being 12th house, there could be a lot of creative ideas that come to mind during that. And then also you guys have Mars in that sign as well. But then the actual physical act of making them happen could be the struggle for you, right? So all these good ideas coming to you, but actually physically getting out there and executing those ideas could be the struggle. And if that's the case, keep in mind Mars will move into your sign right around when Gemini season starts. So later in May, you might find that you actually have the energy to carry out those ideas. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Six of Pentacles. So we're just about to have that Mercury retrograde start in Taurus right now, and it's actually going to be in these degrees of Taurus. So there was something that you might have felt was owed to you. You could be seeing that come through for you this month. Or at the very least, there could be some discussions around that, right? Or if you're in any kind of negotiations, again, given that Taurus energy for you guys is your 10th house of career and social status, could be some negotiations around what you're paid for, what you do for a living. But yeah, looks like a pretty positive energy either way. All right, in the past position, we had the Eight of Wands. So yeah, to me, this says that at a certain time, you're probably feeling like when the ideas were flowing through you, actually carrying out those ideas were a lot easier in the past, right? So like I said, it could just be just having Mars in the 12th. Could be having you feel a little bit more low energy, while the ideas might keep streaming through the way they have been. Doing those things will actually be a little bit harder. So that's what that points to there, because this is more Sagittarius energy too, and for you guys, Sagittarius energy points to creativity, romance, and children. All right, in the present position, we have Strength. So intuitively, you might actually even know that now is not the right time to act on things, right? Because we see the feminine energy there, which is a lot more about receptivity. So again, like we said, receiving those ideas. And then the Lion, especially male Lion energy, makes you think of taking action, right? More of a masculine energy. So could just be saying that intuitively, you might even know, like, okay, yes, maybe you're excited about these ideas and you can't wait to take them on, but part of you knows, like, okay, let me pace myself a little bit. The time will be better for me to take action on it in the future. All right, in the near future position, we have the Four of Wands. So yeah, to me, this just gives me the phrase that comes to mind is green light, right? So like I said, if you feel like things are a little bit blocked right now, when we get to the future position, which like I said, it seems ideally to be around when Gemini season's about to start, given that Mars will be in your sign, we'll be clearing out the retrograde energy, the eclipse season energies, right? So definitely seems like that'll be a more positive time for you to move forward with things at that point. All right, in the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, again, this is similar to what I was seeing there, where, like I said, you're probably getting a lot of ideas, right? You know exactly what you want to do, but it's just a matter of actually taking action on that idea or possibly multiple ideas. All right, in the environment position, we have the Three of Wands. So yeah, more Aries energy here, and this might even be what you're feeling, like I was saying, with the energies around you. That's letting you know, like, okay, yes, these are great ideas. The time will come to actually take action on them, right? So right now, you just might be in a bit of a holding pattern, waiting for a better set of circumstances. And we see the 1 and the 3 adds up to the 4 there, right? All right, and in the hopes or fears position, we have the 9 of Swords. So yeah, for a lot of you, this can just be a fear, right? Where you're like, okay, what do I do with these ideas, right? Like I said, so on the one hand, there might be the acknowledgement that, yeah, I know why these delays are happening right now, but at the same time, it could still be frustrating while you're waiting for the energy to pass. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Hermit. So Virgo energy here, and for you guys, that's your second house of possessions, health, or finances. So it could just be saying that you might finally take your shift there. But also, Virgo, if you think about it, it's a very work oriented energy, right? So it could just be saying that as we get to the end of the month, finally you might be like, okay, now the energy seems more clear. Let me actually get focused on taking action on these things that I wanted to get done. Right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So for a lot of you, this could just be pointing to a general energy of contentment, right? Maybe some of you have had some investments that have gone well, things along those lines there. But yeah, at the very least, it looks like an energy of contentment. And like I said, so even though that looks like a bit of a heavy energy with that 10 of Wands, I feel like there's this inner knowing that, okay, yeah, it's not a matter of if, but when, right? So like, okay, I know I have to wait it out a little bit, but I already know that these ideas I have in mind are going to be really solid, but just going to wait a little bit, move forward on them at that point. All right, moving on to your 4 agreements card, we have be impeccable with your word. And it says speak with integrity. So definitely a good message in general with the Mercury retrograde for sure. Well, let's see what it says. Okay, it says, oh, let me get everything in the frame there. It says, say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So yeah, like I said, in general, this message seems like a pretty solid way to go, but especially, like I said, given that there is a Mercury retrograde and it's going to be in your 10th house of career and social status too. So especially if this is a workplace thing, I'd be careful around what I say there. All right, moving on to your Wisdom Oracle card, we have Soulmates. Here's the artwork, and the number is 41. So let's see what this has to say. Okay, essential meanings says harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. The Oracle's message: you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you'll be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They're your greatest gifts. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there, especially as we do get into Gemini season, that being your 11th house, that can point to a lot more associations with people around you, right? And maybe there could be some learning there. And also 10th house could point to that as well, at least on the career and social status level. All right, and the relationship message says, consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you finally claim who you're meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. So yeah, certainly a positive message there as well. I didn't necessarily see this come out in a major way like a romantic connection, but we do see Venus came out in your dice, and four of wands can make me think of relationship dynamics as well, so hopefully that resonated with you. And the prosperity message says strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others. Mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co creation. This is what you've been waiting for. So, yeah, like I said again, definitely a positive message there, especially given that we do see 10th house energy that came up in your dice. We will have a new moon in your 10th house as well. And then, like we said, we'll have a lot of energy between your 10th to 11th house whole month, basically. All right, and lastly, we have Mudra for you guys. So this is your Mudra here. It's the Anjali Mudra, and the keyword for it is reverence. All right, and there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says calming and centering, facilitates connection to the heart and central channel, evokes feelings of humility, reverence, and devotion. So if that sounds like a Mudra you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.